5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it! Can we start over? Sorry. You guys are like... Okay, start over. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, this is Anna with Sister Geeks. Tonight I want to talk to you about the TV show The Strain. The Strain airs on the network FX. There's 3 seasons out, and the 4th and yes, final season will be out this summer. So if you haven't watched the show yet, you may want to catch up, and that way you'll be ready to watch that last season. So let me give you a little bit of background about the show. It is a vampire show, but I don't want to just call it a vampire show because there are so many genres like within that category. So let me explain the different categories of vampirism if I can. So there's Vampire Diaries, right? That's vampire love. And then there's True Blood, and that's like you're getting it on vampires. And then finally there is The Strain, and it is just guts and worms and all this icky gooey you just want to get it's just so gross. It's like Play-Doh. You just want to get your hands in it type of vampire show. So if you're kind of the queasy type of person, then it's probably not your type of show. What's interesting about this show is that it's not just your ordinary vampire kind of show. It stars a character that is a CDC doctor. The actor is Corey Stoll. You may recognize him from the TV show House of Cards, which is a TV show that I love. Completely different kind of TV show if you're into politics. But in the show, he's a CDC doctor. And so what's interesting about the vampire show is that it concentrates kind of the CSI angle, the science behind what is causing this epidemic and how it spreads. So that's the new twist on the show that I think people will find interesting. And there are other characters. To be honest, Ephraim, which is the main character that I was talking about, is not my favorite character. Now, I love the actor, loved him on House of Cards, but I feel like the character is just very stubborn, doesn't listen to people. But in walks in Professor Abraham, let me see if I can get this right, Citrekian. Okay, so I've already told you about the CDC angle, right? Gets even cooler. Professor Abraham is a Holocaust survivor. So they're tying the Holocaust into vampirism. So what's interesting about the show is that Professor Abraham was in a concentration camp. All of a sudden people started disappearing, and it's vampires that are getting them. And he kind of survives this, and he, at this point in the show, he is this like old disgruntled character, but he is badass. He is a badass old man. You want to be friends with this. If it's the end of the world, you want to be friends with this guy, right? So you may recognize him from the Harry Potter movies. He was Argus Filch in the Harry Potter movies. And let me tell you, on this TV show, people are just raving about the job he's doing. He is really the person to watch on this show. The show tells his history, and then it progresses. You see kind of an Indiana Jones type lifestyle. It really reminded me kind of like of The Lost Ark, and it progresses, and you're just interested. You want to see what happens with this character. Now, there's other interesting people involved too. Kevin Durant, who plays Thet, and I will say this, I was a little confused. I didn't know if the actor was Ukrainian or if like he just had like Sylvester Stallone accent. And you guys can tell me if you've seen the show. I feel like it kind of fades out and you're like, he's talking a little differently this episode. Is it? I mean, he let it go. You know, I had my doubts. I thought, okay, he just mumbles. But then I looked at Wikipedia, and sure enough, he's supposed to be Ukrainian. So you guys have to let me know if you agree, if you listen to that and you feel like he kind of fades out. But I like the actor, and you might recognize him as the crazy guy from Lost that has the bomb on his chest, and he's like threatening one of the main character's daughters, and he's crazy. So I do like the actor. He's one of the people to watch. So if you're gonna watch the show, let me tell you, it does drag a bit. Season 1 feels a little long, but I feel like if you hang in there, the plots get interesting. I do like the fact that it wraps up in a final season. I don't like shows that end on cliffhangers and because they got canceled. So that's one plus that you definitely want to look at. If I had to rate it, I'd say maybe 3 stars, but I'm tough on shows. And I feel like definitely plots are important. So I think you should watch it for that and let me know what you think. And if you've already seen the show, definitely add your comments. But, if you're looking for a show to binge on, I think this is one that you might want to check out. Like I said, you can find it on Hulu, and it starts this summer back on FX. So this is Anna with Sister Geeks. Check us out on sistergeeks.net. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. So thanks, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Later, Geeks.